Evening, merry drinkers. Welcome back. We are on a crafty number today. Got an order in from Fuss Club, and we've got a DEYA. This goes all the way around the can. The actual beer is called Magnetic Vines. Wine grapes grown from vines, beer hops grown from vines, of course. The main bit on the crop is Bale Breaker. They are a craft brewery which is in Yakima Valley. It's a hop farm. They've got a tap room in Seattle. DEYA, of course, based in Cheltenham, quite near Cheltenham Spa railway station. This is a West Coast IPA at 7%. Always get a nice 500ml can, so a bit expensive at £6.34, but getting a proper wedge of beer. It just says keep fresh, contains barley and wheat. There's loads of writing down at the bottom. Actually, I'll get to that in a bit. Let's pour her out and see what she looks like. So DEYA still owned by the original founder Theo Freya. Oh, this is a fizzy one. Right, we've got a bit of spillage going on over here. Yeah, he's owned it since over a decade now, and they brew up to almost about 3 million pints. The main one being Steady Rolling Man. That's their sort of classic beer, but they used to experiment with a lot of stuff, and glad to see that sort of like back on now. Did the Saturate with Peachering. Got me DEYA crock pint. I'm gonna have to try this very gently. Here we go. That really fizzed up over the edge. Oh, there's a proper tropical nose coming off this. It's spilled everywhere all over the table. Just going to fill a pint quite nicely. That is a classic West Coast IPA killer, just a little bit hazy, but nowhere near the amount of sort of hop or plant matter that you get in a New England. Got some tiny little slow rising bubbles coming down at the middle of it. Small little head that looks like it's about to disappear. If I can get a picture in around the spillage, hopefully it won't look too bad. Right, so getting some proper pineapple whip off the top. Let's see what hops are in here. Well, let's give it a try first and see what it is. There's a lovely pineapple-y, tropical, syrupy pineapple nose. Sometimes you can smell a bitterness off the top of the West Coast, but can't do on this one. Yeah, lovely, light citrus. Smells like it's going to be a cracker. Let's dive in. Cheers. Yes, very, very lightly fizzed. Almost bordering on being slightly flat. There's a little bit on your tongue. Body on it's quite light. There was a real pineapple sort of tropical on the nose. There's less of that in the body of the beer. You go searching for it a bit, but there's a bitter citrus that sort of runs through it. It's not, for a 7% West Coast IPA though, it's not raging across my palate. It's tasty. It tastes a bit like a session IPA. Everything's a little bit dialed down for me. Nice light body. There is definite pineapple-y citrus type bitterness in the middle there. I'm not entirely sure for a 7%, which is sort of bordering on a deeper territory. I'd like it to be getting rammed down my throat a little bit more. Edging towards that being Slightly disappointed. It's all there. It's a nicely made beer. It's sort of like nice and smooth. There's definite pineapple tropical sort of taste in there. The bitterness at the back end is quite gentle, really. Not picking up a lot from the citra hop. Sorry, Simcoe in there has got to be in there for bittering. I don't know how much they've used. Have a proper look at this can. It's got Bale Breaker magnetic binds by DEYA 7%. I'll see if I can find a way to put a video on where I'm rolling this can from side to side, because it wraps all the way around. But it says this is a gorgeous West Coast IPA, brewed in collaboration with our friends at Bale Breaker, drawing inspiration from numerous trips to the hop fields of Yakima and Bale Breaker's extensive knowledge of the field process. This is an intense, layered and aromatic beer, which features choice Simcoe and Citra on the dry hop. I said the nose on it is very nice. Maybe I've just tried too much beer these days. There's not an intenseness to this for me. Feels a bit like a session West Coast IPA, so it's missing the mark a little bit. I'd like a little bit of kick on the back end, and for a 7% beer I'd probably want a bit more tropical flavour. It's nice, it's well balanced, it's got a little sweet bit going on in the background. For a 50ml can for £6.34, this is edging to being a bit expensive. The saturated in Peacherine was a much better beer, just for me, entirely personal taste wise. But this is a little bit down the middle. I'm not entirely sure who would really be after this, unless you wanted a strong beer without too much flavour, which is quite rare. Yep, quite a mild West Coast IPA, plenty of flavour there. It's tasty. It just feels a little bit run of the mill. I'm slightly disappointed with it. But yeah, magnetic binds. I seem to find I want to pronounce that in an Australian accent for no reason whatsoever. But yeah, magnetic binds. Okay, it's on First Club if you want it. Cheers.